episode of Askamentor. The reason why we do this episode is to make sure that every entrepreneur, just by watching this, leapfrogs in his journey of entrepreneurship. So today I have a question. The question is, let me welcome Sovan. Hello, Sovan.
Thank you, Kashyap.
So today's question is, I have an amazing idea. A similar product is super hit in USA. I want to bring that to India. How to raise investment?
Wow. Okay. So I have an amazing idea. Product is super hit. Okay. I want to bring that product in India, and how do I raise investment? Now, this is very very common question which is coming from many startup founders. Many startups, they feel that when a product, something of theirs, is already raised investments and they are doing really well in other markets, they feel that now it's my turn to raise that money and then start building my products or services and take it to the market. Now let me tell you that that is not something the right approach, because you are running the wrong race, which means that you are running the race behind the investors and asking them to fund you. Now the question is, why should they fund you? Why should they fund you? Now, just because you have an idea, does this mean that you deserve funding? And answer is no. The investor is looking for what you have done. Have you reached a certain milestone? Now, have you built your assets? Are you building your product? Are you going online? Are you on social media? Are you focusing on marketing? Are you getting a lot of customers who will start using your products? Do you have at least an MVP, something to showcase, right? If these answers are not there, then it is no foolishness and worthless to start running behind investors and asking them, fund me. And we have seen lot of startups waste a lot of time, maybe 6 months, sometimes 1 year, you know going behind investors and thinking that one day they will get the funding. It does not work like that, right?
Right. So basically, so what Sovan is trying to say, guys, now, right? So we get to meet these, startups day in and day out, and the most troubling thing is that investment doesn't happen on hope. Just because you have an idea, probably it has worked in some other country, doesn't mean that just on the idea people are willing to pour money into. Now there are other factors why people will just pour money on the idea. So, what could be the other factors? People probably don't consider those factors. So, what could be other reasons why just have an idea, and people have raised investment? Probably people are thinking that even I could raise the same similar way. So, what could be other reasons why people raise investment just on the idea?
Yeah. So other reasons why people raise investment just an idea is, I have not seen much, in fact, happening something like that. The difficult part is that I really feel sad when when we look at a lot of startups. They come to us and they say that I have an idea and I want money now. Now the challenge here is that nobody is guiding them. Nobody is guiding them as to what are the different steps that they are supposed to take, right? And they focus on going behind investors, which is not helping them. And if they just go with the right mentor, right advisor who is going to guide them, saying that what are your immediate next steps that you are supposed to do. Now every startup is supposed to touch customers at least 4 times before the product is actually live. Okay. The first time is when they are validating whether the problem that they are trying to solve, is that the right problem. Now it's not just the idea is not everything. Is the idea solving a good problem which a lot of customers want to be solved? So that is number one. And once you have your problem validated, then you come up with a solution and then start going and talking to customers, saying that is this the right solution that you are looking for, right? And the third time is when you create your MVP, a small viable product, and go and talk to the customers whether this is the right thing that you're looking for. Is this the right kind of product that you're looking for? And the final stage is when you are actually just before planning to go live with your with the product that you have. So unless you have done these 4 touch points, right, it is very difficult. Now you may still have an idea and you may want to raise an investment, but if you show that I have at least 10,000 customers who are looking for or willing to pay for my products and services. Okay, and if you are able to justify that, if you are able to show that survey, then that is at least that starts opening up some discussion between you and the investor, saying that okay, this looks interesting. There are a lot of people who are interested in availing your products and services whenever you are ready. So which means that you have some data, you have started building your assets, and I think now we should look for further discussion. So that gets your first interest from the investors, even though you might be just at the idea stage.
Hmm. Right. So answering that part. So I have seen investments raised just on the idea, but by people with high credibility and people who have had exits previously. So now, if you don't fall into these categories, I think you should not waste your time running behind investors, because it's not a lucky draw that you might just win just by winging it. Right. So uh, the simple answer is, guys, you need to go to the market behind the customers than running behind the investors, because when you're running behind the customers, investors would run behind you.
Absolutely right. Your prime responsibility is to get more and more customers, and once you have more and more customers, the investors will automatically start running behind you. And as Kashyap rightly mentioned, that if you are a second generation entrepreneur, or if you have already executed a business and exited with a lot of profit, and then you are going for the second business, that is when you will get funding just at the idea level, because you have built that level of credibility, trust, in the market. So are you the person who has built a lot of credibility in the market? Then yes, of course, no question asked, you will definitely have funding coming in just at the idea stage, because the investors know that if I put money on this person, definitely I'm going to get a higher ROI. So investors put money on people who are going to execute and make it really big. That's the key
Mm.
here.
Right. Yeah. One more key that you just mentioned. So on, it is execution. It is all about execution. Now your job is about execution. It is not about accumulating funds to your startup. If there is zero value to your startup, you can't even for example, you can't even raise the funds. So saying that, we have discussed a lot of things in this episode. So the simple, I think, probably the takeaway is, run behind the customer and everything will run to you, isn't it,
Right.
Sawan?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So saying that, I end this episode because we are short on time. So probably we'll take this topic one more time, probably in next other coming episodes. So thank you so much for your time, Sawan.
Thank you so much, Kashyap. Have a great time.
So you guys, please like, comment, and share. We'd like to know what you think. Did we miss some points? Did you agree with some points, or don't agree with any of our points? We'd like to know. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe to our channel. And until next time, have fun and take care.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.